We continue with our interviews with our European private pilot friends that we met in 2019. Flying into IMC takes on various scenarios. Like in our interview with Victoria, a sudden entrance into cloud does happen. However, an external pressure or urge to reach your destination, also known as get there-itis, is as well responsible for many fatal accidents. Today, we hear a story told by our Danish friend, Lars.
We were going to fly to this air show in Aalborg, a military air show where they were expected like 100,000 people to come and watch.
It's a very big one.
It's a very, very big. There's biannual event in Denmark with air shows in the military. And we flew up in the morning, great weather, the best weather you could wish. But the forecast was not too good for that day, that specific weekend, because somehow there's a front coming in from west, and we knew that it was going to be shattered, cloudy, maybe rain, but still fair flying weather. During the air show, the clouds started building up and rain came in, and as the air show ended, the weather had become nasty. Low clouds, shattered, rain now and then, but still it wasn't constant rain. There was rain now and then, and the meteorologist said, well, you can go in 1,500 feet and then you can fly back, no problem. We said, okay, that's fair enough for us. We were going to have a flight of about 30 minutes from Aalborg to Randers, where we took off from, and we were going back to Randers. But as we came to the plane, the rain started, heavy rain, and at the same time we had a problem with our battery. So we had to recharge the battery. We had to wait for a wagon to come with a charger. So we were definitely the last ones to fly out of Aalborg. It was a military base, and it didn't seem like they wanted us to stay. I mean, they were keen on closing down the air show.
Yes.
And getting all the military pilots out of the air show, and especially the private ones, our type, getting them away.
Yes.
So there wasn't really any offer about staying, and we didn't kind of feel like that we would ask to stay. I wouldn't say that we were pressured to go, but we felt like a pressure that there was no option of staying, no place to sleep or to wait, and we thought, well, okay, we know the route. We know where to go. We have our Sky Demon pads. We can always follow the route. So we took off, and as we took off, we noticed that the ceiling was coming down. So we could definitely not go to 1,500 feet. We could go to like 500 feet, and then we were just at the ceiling. So we stayed at 500 feet the whole way back to Randers. But we had to do some zigzag between clouds, and we could see that the not fog, but the dense was coming up from the forest we were going to fly over, and we could see these. It looked like clouds coming from the forest and building up.
I crashed.
How did you feel?
Not comfortable.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how hard were you working?
Not 10, but still high, like an 8,
Right.
I guess.
And when you're working that hard, how easy do you think it is to spot potential other threats? Or spot
Of
errors
other threats,
when you're working hard?
you're definitely not focused on other threats. You are focused on finding your way.
Yeah.
Lucky it was that my friend also is a pilot, so we were both like looking out and working together, and we did a lot of internal communication. He looked at things and I looked at things, but still, if I had flown with someone who wasn't a pilot, it would have definitely been much more intense.
And what was the ultimate outcome?
I got to my destination, yes.
How did you feel after you'd landed?
Relieved. Yeah, pretty much relieved. And at the same time, the thought of, well, should we have done this?
Okay.
Should we have done another decision? Should we have stayed and tried to stay in Aalborg ask if it would be possible, because we have had those two elements. One thing, the charger, we were out of battery. That took time, and then the weather built up more than we were actually comfortable with.
Faced with the same issue again, what would you do?
I would have asked to stay.
Report field in sight of Victor Mike Charlie.
Field in sight, Oscar Victor Mike Romeo Charlie.
Oscar Romeo Charlie, perform your file check, check aircraft configuration. Dortmund is in your 12 o'clock position.